All right, what's up, Dragon Brood? Today, literally, y'all might want to, if you're on some caffeine, you might want to go ahead and scale it back, because today is going to be a wild ride. This is where we're going too deep in the lab toward the end of the season, but we are going to play what I believe is the wildest Naya deck we have built so far this season. And don't get me wrong, we built a lot of token decks, we built some life gain stuff, whatever. I have just jumbled them all together, and the results, so good. So let's go take a look at what this wild deck list looks like and play some fun games. Right, as always, if you want to get some deck help, join our Discord or become a member down below here on YouTube, and you get a lot of other bonuses, which, by the way, if you're at least a tier 2 and up, there's some cool stuff coming here in the next couple days. And if you're going to get any supplies, check out shop.ultrapro.com/PowrDragn, use promo code PowrDragn, and save 5%. All right, so hopping into this deck list, right, we've got 3 Lunarch Veteran, because again, we're just trying to gain life, right, so you want to have some stuff early. We do have 3 Tamiyo Safekeeping. Now, I kind of wanted this to be 4, but I figured with so much going on in our deck, and we're making tokens and we're doing stuff, whatever, I didn't think we needed to protect like everything. Just sometimes if we get it at the right time, I think it's going to be good enough. Then we have 4 Voice of the Blessed, because we're going to be gaining a lot of life in this deck, so we might as well have a couple of things that benefit from it. Galley Greeters, again, lets us gain life, get bigger. More often than not, though, we're probably going to be choosing the gain life option. We do have Prosperous Innkeepers for a full set of 4. We have Trellisera for a full set of 4. Now, I will concede to the fact that we could probably get away with 3 Trelliseras, but I at least wanted 4 in the test games here, so we at least know if it works enough, right? We need to draw it enough to know that it works. But maybe by the end of these games, we decide we just want 3. We're going to go ahead and play 3 Wedding Announcements. And I actually almost like the card drawing aspect of the Wedding Announcement even more than making the 1/1, but it kind of depends on what we have in play. Because if we already have some life gainers, say a couple of like a veteran and an innkeeper, and we have a Trellisera or something, now obviously we'd rather just have the token, right? Because it's just worth more to us. But there are some times just drawing into our next best card is going to be what we're aiming for. Then we have some Jenny Fays. Now, I debated on Jenny Fay in this list, but there's a couple of reasons. We are able to do stuff with Galley Greeters, which is pretty sweet, because then we just get the double triggers, which allows us to grow our creatures huge, right? So that's great. But even with like Wedding Announcement, we can turn a 1/1 into a 2/2 or into a 3/1, and that even works pretty well. A late game Innkeeper actually comes in with an extra body, which is also good after a sweeper. So Jenny Fay actually checks a few boxes that really does a lot for us. We're going to play 3 Fleetfoot Dancer because, again, you know, one of the problems that's going to be with this deck is, again, sweepers, meat hooks, that type of stuff. If you have Fleetfoot Dancers at least after that, you're still getting in for 4, and it's a hard card for your opponent to deal with. Or sometimes it's just a great card to go after Planeswalkers, even if they make a creature to block with or whatever. So Fleetfoot's going to check a lot of boxes, also deals damage and gains life. So whenever it gains life, we get to grow all of our creatures again, right? So that's a big deal. Then, of course, we have Jetmir, Nexus of Revels, because even just giving our stuff trample is huge, right? Because one of the problems you have previously with some of these life gain decks is when you do get, say, a Trellisera to like 9 or 10 and your opponent's just chump blocking every turn. Well, now if you're like, okay, I can get through with like an 11 power thing, that's probably going to be enough to end the game. So we like that. And of course, there's a lot of times we're just going to get the double strike or whatever, and it's great. Partly because we have Rabble Rousing. And this card's pretty great, right? So again, here's some things with that Rabble Rousing is, even if we don't have a Jetmir and we don't have a Jenny Fay, if we have a couple of things that are gaining life, like a veteran and an innkeeper, you just start attacking with all the tokens, right? Because you're attacking with 3-4 tokens. Okay, well, now you get 4 more, and you're getting 8 triggers of life, right? And then the next turn, whatever tokens survive plus your new 4, they're getting in there, and you're doing it again. So you can just outrace the opponents at some point. So yeah, Rabble Rousing's really good in here. And if you have something that gets the benefit of the life gain triggers or whatever, they probably just killed them during the attack step. But again, Jenny Fay can turn those into bigger creatures. Jetmir obviously gets set up to do the double strike thing. So every card in here, layered top to bottom, is working perfectly together. Then for our lands, we have 2 Cave of the Frost Dragon, 2 Iganjo, 2 Plains, a Boseiju, 3 Forests, 1 Rockfall Vale, 4 Native Verge Pathway, 3 Sundown Pass, 2 Branch Off Pathway, Overgrown Farmland, a Jetmir's Garden, and 2 Cabaret Courtyard. Now, I'm sure some of you are asking why only 1 Jetmir's Garden since we're playing 3 colors. The reality is we do need to be able to play stuff on time. So we can't have infinite amounts of lands that come into play tapped, unfortunately. And we're willing to take a chance on some more of like the Sundown Pass, Overgrown Farmland, because we need those. I mean, those can come into play untapped, which is pretty big. So, I'm not really sure totally which we like more or less. But we do end up having a fair amount of red sources, which is big, so we can hit the Jetmir and the Fleetfoot Dancer when we want. We've got, what, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 plus treasure from our creatures, so that should be good enough since we only have 9 cards that really worry about it. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I think at some point in here, I had a like one of the lands that comes into play and gains life outside of the Cabaret Courtyards, and I wasn't really feeling it. But yeah, anyway, let's play the games. At the end of the games, y'all know the drill. We'll come back, talk about what we want to change or update, because there's probably going to be something. And we'll have a card spotlight for you. So I'll catch you on the other side. This is one of those tough ones where the opponent gets to go first, but we don't really have a choice. We kind of got to go with it. And it doesn't work out particularly well because we're going to be, I was going to say we're going to be on the wrong color situation, but maybe not. Nah, I think we still got to set this up so we can play a turn 2 Innkeeper. I don't think there's a real way around that. Underdog, sure. I wish we would have had some combination of these on turn 1. Would have been great. Now what do we do? I guess the following turn we could play this and voice, which is fine. I don't love it, but it's okay. Let's go with this. Though if we, well, yeah, that's actually still fine, and it gives us a chance to play Rabble Rousing on 5 on time, maybe? Maybe if we're lucky. I have a feeling, though, voice is just going to die here anyway to some, like, spot removal, so we're not going to get too hung up or excited about that just yet. Let's go with... Still debating if I really like these life gain lands in here or not, but... Oh, I'm actually not able to do that because I don't have 3 white. That's a problem. That's a real problem. I guess if next turn we just Jenny Fay, we could put this into play tapped. Then do this on 5 anyway. Alright. I guess that's fine. I don't think there's all that much value to Rabble Rousing next turn anyway, because we'd just be running our creatures into other stuff's just going to die. Alright, no attacks. Assuming we see Kill Spell and we take like 9 here or whatever. Yeah, that makes sense. Not a shocker. Yep. We ain't blocking. I mean, if we die, we die. That's how this is going to go down. Ooh. Well, since Jenny Fay is not going to do a whole lot, we can get this to a 5/5. Why not? Alright, no attacks. I mean, if they got another kill spell, they got another kill spell. You know what I mean? Like, you ain't going to do nothing about it. Do we want to take action or do we want to take 9? I think we decline. And just hope to get lucky. I mean... Meat hook for 2? No, shakedown heavy. Alright. That could have gone a lot worse. So, not that upset about that. That could have been way, way worse. Okay. Now the question is, do we gamble a turn to set up a Jenny Fay? And actually, we can't. We can't. I want to. I want to really badly, but we can't. We can do Jenny Fay next turn. Actually... Yeah. Even if we attack, it's going to gain us 1/2 life, so this becomes a 7/7. Then we can block a heavy next turn. We go to 7 life. Probably have to chump block with something. Okay. I mean, I guess this is what we do. It's going to be real tight. And if the opponent gets a removal card, we're going to be in a bit of trouble. Put Wedding Announcement under it. That's just going to get us a card when the time comes to attack. I guess we put a Trellisera, actually. Might end up being a nice surprise. Oh, we actually get a blocker out of this, too. Never mind. Oh, the triggers went on wrong. I wasn't thinking. Oh, no. Oh, well, we're going to be jumping with this Lunark veteran, I guess. Oh, that sucks. I think we have to untap some heavies here. We have to give them at least one card. There's no way. All right, we'll give them one because we don't have a choice on one of them. The other one we block, and then we take 6. Ooh, boy. Ooh, that makes me feel real uncomfortable. All right, we won anyway. Actually, it doesn't really matter. The opponent's concession makes a lot of sense because if I block 6 with a token, this is just going to kill them next turn. Like, because it's going to, no matter what we attack with, it's going to get at least 2 counters, and then that's it. So they can't really win. So as weird as that looked, we actually had an advantage there. Okay, this is about as good as we can hope for. Let's put that in tapped. We'll play Galley Greeters and hope it lives. It's kind of where we are. Sentinel, I don't know. Usually things that get Sentinels are pretty good. I like playing me some Sentinels. Especially when you have that. Alright, let's see if this turns into something for us. Because I don't see this Trellisera living very long. Don't need that for sure. No attacks. Unfortunately, Sentinel just eats a Galley Greeters for breakfast at the moment. I'm going to assume there's either a Goldspan Dragon in her future or Trellisera is just dead. Either of those are totally viable here. Yep, looks like that's the case. You got all the mana in the world. You can do all the big things. Just a big score. Whoa, what? What is this? What the F? Why? Why? Whoa, okay, well. Now we know a thing. You know, I'm just going to go +1 on this one. And we're going to do this just to draw a card, because I don't know what the hell's happening right now. Okay, I don't think a wedding announcement is going to be what gets us out of trouble here. I think we're still dead. Opponent's going to be able to go search for whatever artifact or dragon they want to here. I mean, I don't know what else they're going to do if they're not, but that seems like what you would do. Yeah. And not only that, you can go search for something and still have 5 mana. Okay, so it looks like they are sacking the treasure. For what? We'll find out here in a second. Assuming at the very least it's going to be a dragon or something. But let's see. Nope. Okay. I mean, you had my interest. Now you've got my attention. What's going on? I mean, they have the mana to do all kinds. I mean, you can make a token here. Like, yeah, I mean, you can do all kinds of stuff, opponent. All right, so we're going to stimulus package. All right. I don't know at all what's happening. They're probably about to just roast me. Because I got nothing. I don't know what's going on at all. Sure, we're gonna. Does it even matter? Let's do this. I mean, sure, we at least can get that into hand by attacking here. That's something. Play a land. Can't really use this because, use this because we want to draw that. So attack, I guess. They didn't want to make blockers there either to even kill our veteran. All right. Is what it is. I mean, if we just get killed here, we get killed. I don't know what's happening. I'm assuming there's a combo here that I just don't know about. I mean, they have blockers kind of infinitely, really. So, I mean, they're nowhere near dead. I guess I say that. I mean, we do have Voice of the Blessed that could fly. All right, depopulate. So you destroy everything. So we're going to try to save Voice of the Blessed? Was that the plan? Yeah, I guess we gotta, right? I mean, we need to draw something great here, but, I mean, I guess this is all we can do. We get to draw a card from the depopulate, right? Oof. That actually kind of matters, that we can come over the top with this, but it's also not particularly the card I want to draw, so we're just going to let it go and take a risk, even though that's the card we probably should keep, by the way. Jinnie Fei's nice, doesn't really do much for us here, unless maybe we have a Gallagreeters on top. If we have a Gallagreeters on top, it could just be, well, it wouldn't be game, because we'd gain a token, get another body. Yeah, it wouldn't be enough. Wouldn't be enough. That kind of does it, though. Oh, I guess we only, yeah, because we need to get 2 counters on it. Oh, I should have done it the other way, actually. Jinnie Fei would have turned that treasure into a token. Yeah, that's a mistake. That would have been game. Yep, I was just playing too fast. I guess we get a dog. Yep. That's unfortunate. Had a chance to end the game. I screwed it up. Played my cards out of order there at the end. I mean, everything's about to die again, right? Like, that's where we're at. We already saw they have Infi Sweepers, so I'm assuming that's what's about to go down here. Weird. So you attacked, sacked your stuff, got a chariot. Maybe they're not going to sweep the board. What is this? What's happening? Is this just like a last turn desperation, see what all my spells do kind of thing? Because I'm really baffled. Because now if we get anything that makes a token, we just make it into a cat and give it haste and attack. Because right now they only have 2 blockers and no way to generate treasure, it doesn't look like. The opponent's reading all their cards. They can make another 2/2 blocker, though. That's actually still a thing. So as silly as that sounds, that does matter here. And they could tap the cats to... Well... No, what I was saying is they could still... Because Magda turns or counts for dwarves that tap, they have the Maskwood Nexus that's turning everything into dwarves. So they could also tap these to activate Chariot to make 1/1s. The problem is they need something to deal with the Voice of the Blessed. So I'm assuming they just conceded because they didn't have that. But if they did, they would have had blockers for quite a while, and that could have been a problem for us. We get to go first, and unfortunately, we can't do anything with this. Wow, that's gross. So many 2-mana things, and we couldn't find any. Ooh, this ain't great either, but we're going to keep it, get rid of this. Hopefully draw some non-land things that we can cast. That's a very specific selection of stuff here. Alright, they're playing aggro. I don't even know if our Innkeeper will live under the circumstances, which is a little bit tough. Yeah, I don't know if this is going to work out for us. This is not great. I would like anything that lives next turn. Don't know what that would be. I think everything's set up to die, which is tough here. They're not casting anything. That means they gotta have killing things, right? If you're don't have casting things, you've got to have killing things. All right, we do get a life, which right now in this matchup, every point of life does matter here. We could actually use Boseiju on their turn to kill something. The problem is we do put them closer to playing their bigger cards. So that's a little bit scary. If we attack for 1, do you care? Because we don't really want to block with that. They probably don't. Maybe they kill it. I don't know. Nope, they're letting it ride. Okay, let's pass a turn and see what happens here. They didn't kill either one of our life gainers. So that's pretty good because they don't have anything that has vigilance. So what can happen here is I'm almost hoping they play a hasty thing, which they did. That's awesome. So now do we just gamble to give them... I feel like if they had to play with fire, they would have killed the innkeeper, maybe. Man, this is risky. I'm not going to give it to them, actually, because us being able to attack and gain 4 is really big here. So if they're tapped out on mana, I don't want to give them any way to possibly do anything here. Jenny Faye is super good next turn if we can... I'm assuming we're going to live. We're at 15. Whatever. This goes on white or on green? It goes on green, I guess, here, since we already have double white. Let's go ahead and play this bad boy down. We're going to attack for 2. I guess put a Trellisera under there, because that's awesome. Attack. Get some bodies. Get a bunch of life. Alright. Yeah, so now, even if they kill our life gainers, we don't care, because now we're just going for tokens. Yep, Sunrise Cavalier. Another one of those doesn't scare us enough, really. We take 8, sure. We're going to gain way more than 8 next turn. Oh, we get to gain all the life. Yep. Man, that reminded me of... I felt like one of them Sesame Street aliens. Yep. That's exactly what that felt like. This is all the power here. Boom. We're going to make dogs, I guess. Whatever. Trellisera comes in. We're going to get so many triggers. We're going to have a gigantic Trellisera. Oh, she came in backwards, the way that works. But still get to get a little bit. Yeah, that dude can stay on top. Why not? Really, any creature doesn't really matter here. But that does let me get bonuses from Jenny Faye. But it probably doesn't matter. And we've lost the sound on Arena. Yeah, we're at 31. Even if the opponent gets a Raiju here, it doesn't matter. Yeah, killing Jenny Faye is a little late. Rim Careless does fly. Gives our creatures a bit of resistance, but now we're just going to be attacking probably with Air Thing, as they say. So that's 3 more. Yeah, that dude can definitely stay on top. Yep. And we're just going to attack with everything. Making giant piles of things. Resolving 82 triggers. This is absurd. Like, this is unreal. Thanks to the opponent. Like, Jace Zarek 05, thank you for, like, letting the masses see this go off, because this is absurd. So dumb. A million triggers. Alright, then we get all the extra life gains, so yeah. It's just silly. Just silly. Okay, we're gonna go first. Yeah, we're keeping this, for sure. For show. Get to play an Innkeeper, and then a Trellisera, most likely, and then we'll figure it out after that. We need to draw some lands, is really what we need to do. But this might be a case of see if Trellisera lives or not. Then use Treasure and follow up with Voice of the Bless. Hopefully able to outrace Meat Hooks. It's kind of the way we're going to be going about this. I mean, that said, You know, we might actually Innkeeper into Trellisera, depending on what they do here. All right. Maybe we can't. Because now we're a little incentivized for Voice of the Blessed, but if they have Vanishing Verse, it sucks a lot more. So here's what we're going to do. I think we're still going to gamble on this anyway. I think it's still worth it. Because we do get an extra treasure. And let's just force them. If you got it, you get to deal with this opponent. Because we kind of know what we're going to do next turn anyway. Alright. I mean, if they got the removal, they got the removal. We just have to eat it. But it also means they're probably not doing something else this turn. And we're okay with that too. If we force them to take their turn to play with one of our creatures, I'm alright with that. Then Trellisera comes down. We can make Trellisera into a 5/5 that turn, because it'd be +2 from the Innkeepers, +1 from the Courtyard. And maybe not get to play something else. Alright. So now we're going to be playing the Crazy Life Race. Oh, that was so good. Alright. Things are about to get real, y'all. Alright, opponent. You're going to have to deal with some big old bodies. Do not want, doesn't matter, because we're going to shuffle anyway. Yep, doesn't matter. Ooh, this thing's going to be real big. We're going to get one of them there first. Why did I say like I was Cajun? What the hell was that? Oh, that's awesome. I think we're going to get one of them there first. What we going to get? I know it's an awful Cajun accent, but hey, I grew up around down south, so, you know, I knew a lot of Cajuns. Okay, this next turn's about to be pretty boss. Because we're going to get either a big old Trellisera or a big old Voice of the Blast. And, oh, opponent's got one too. All right. All right. So the question becomes, this gets what? Indestructible. All right. So here's the real thing, right? Are we attacking with everything and getting 5 triggers and having a 10-10 or 11-11? No, it's actually more than that because they're all going to gain life. Oh, gosh. So the opponent is incentivized to at least block some of our small things. But they have to block our big... They don't have a choice. They can only kill one of our small duders. All right, let's do it. Is this the best rabble-rousing deck we've ever played? Oh, Jetmare. Oh, buddy, that's ball game. That's ball game. That's it. That's it. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. Yeah, we don't even care. Like, triggers can just do whatever they want to do. I wish I could just resolve all on this whole stack, but it's not letting me. Look at the life we're getting. We're going to have so much life. We're going to have big old creatures. They're all going to be double strike, trample, lifelink, vigilance, +3. This is sick. This is the sickest. The sickest. Wow, so gross. Like, just infinite amount of damage on turn 5. Markor, I'm sorry you have to sit through all these triggers. Legitly. This is unfair and unreal. Yeah, just the Voice of the Blessed alone is going to do an insane amount of it. It's going to do like 50 damage. All right, here we go. Now everything comes in. Oh, and there's more trigger. Oh my gosh. Jeez, really? It's endless, y'all. It's endless. I'm going to get roped myself, and I'm trying as hard as I can. All right, there we go. Like, ta-da! Like, we did it. Why is it sitting here like scrying? Still telling my opponent I'm scrying one. I scryed so many times. My little avatar had to catch up. Wow. I would have liked to have seen how much damage that was, because this is going to be double strike. So that's 4, 8, and 31 is 39. 4 is 43, plus another 27 is 80, plus another 20. Oh, no, those weren't attacking. So we'd have done 80 twice. We'd have done 160 damage on turn 5. That is awesome. Oh, it's a shame. Opponent goes first. I think, though, we need to keep this. We're going to Courtyard on 1. Ugh. Ugh. Brutal. Did not want to draw that. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what we're doing. We're just going to get red mana here. Oh, I didn't put a mountain in here. Well, I guess I won't be getting a red mana. We'll be taking this. I mean, the good news is we don't really need red mana to cast Jenny Faye anyway, so it's fine. So I guess we Gala Greeters, hope it doesn't die. If it does, we're in a little bit of trouble. I kind of feel like if Gala Greeters dies, then I almost want to just draw, like, Wedding Announcement, maybe. You're cool, but we can't do much with you, unfortunately. Opponent can kill a Gala Greeters here if they so choose, which I bet they choose. Because I wouldn't blame them. Yep, makes sense. Yet another black-white deck. Hey, this one has some blue in it, though. They're doing something a little different, I guess. Blah. This hand's not great, is it? Alright, let's see if they got a counter. Nope, no counter. Interesting. I guess another Vanishing Verse, though. Well, let us draw an untap red spell here and just get a Fleetfoot Dancer down, then. If that's what the opponent's doing. Good news, though, we know they don't have counters, right? So, or at least no counters that would stop that. So that counts for something, I suppose. And they've used 2 Vanishing Verses, which does mean if we do get into a world where these are relevant, there's an increased chance that they live. So you got to look at the positives. Opponent. I was going to say, what you doing over there? What you doing over there? Alright. Does Jenny Faye make it? Alright. Looks like Jenny Faye is going to eat a death bullet of some kind. Obscura Charm. Okay, that works. I mean, I guess they're just playing a bunch of removal and try to finish us with a Planeswalker of some kind along the way. Would be my guess. Wandering Emperor. Sure. Untap red land. Nope, no luck. No red land at all. So, best we can do for now is this. Very sad. Very, very sad. Not only do we not have a red land, we really don't have much going on, even if we get the Rabble Rousing in all reality. So we're probably dead here. Unless their hand's just a bunch of blanks. I was hoping they might try to kill the Voice of the Blessed first before attacking, and then we'd use this, and then it becomes a 3/3, and that'd be awesome. But it doesn't look like they're going to give us that luxury. So we're just going to take 3. I mean, I guess we're going to just take 3. No blocks. Anything? Anything? Come on, untap red land. Ugh. Ugh. Oh, boy. Okay. We're just going to play it, because what else are we going to do? I mean, you got 1 card. We can't not play a thing, because then they get to use a Celestis. Because it'll go from day to night. I mean, there's really not much, because we're not attacking with this voice here. That's for sure. Alright, Hideaway. Do you get anything good? Ooh, Jenny Faye and a Trellis Sarah. Man, is a Trellis Sarah the best thing here? I guess so. Mostly because if we just have some way to gain life or whatever, we end up with a big blocker behind everything. But realistically, if we get a red land, we're probably just looking to Fleetfoot. But it might be too late. I mean, we could Fleetfoot and then protect it, so I guess that's fine. We would end up with some number of tokens there. Jetmir then could maybe help us out, because we'd have a couple of bodies. But that'd be about it. It's going to be pretty ugly. This is going to be tough. I think as long as we waited, we kind of need the red land here for sure. Because we have to force a block. Well, that's not even going to get us where we need to go. Yeah. Yeah, we got to get this Fleetfoot Dancer down. Like, this is critical. Yep. Oh, bro. Really? I guess I should have gambled last turn. I could have attacked, made them use it, play this. I was trying to be on the safe side. Did not work. Ugh. That hurts. Hurts a lot. Not going to lie. It hurts a whole lot. Now, what do we even do? I mean, if we attack, we get a 1-1 at least. Is there any chance they block with the 3-3? I doubt it. And that's not to say they don't even have a removal card in hand, because they might. But we're also going to turn it back today for them, which sucks. Man, why did we have like an innkeeper? That would have just made these attacks so good. We're still not out of it. We're all at a very large amount of life here still. Let's see, does that work? Okay, that did work. Okay, so that's good. That's some solid news. Okay, well, we don't have some of our arena sounds, so you have to listen to the sensual tones of my voice. But yeah, let's see what's up. Turn that into a 3-3. I don't even know if I want to block with the 1-1 here. Okay, you're just going to off that. All right, fair. Probably have another one. It would make sense, which is why you want to do that. All right. They're turning it tonight again. Okay. Let's assume they do have another Wandering Emperor. How does this look for us? Yeah, we still need a red land here. I mean, this is kind of what we're looking at. That's real big. Possibly, I was going to say, a land to attack with a Cave of the Frost Dragon might also be fine. Like, not good, but fine. But, I mean, we attack with 1, 2, 3. We get 3 dudes. They off our Voice of the Blessed. Block a 1-1. So we end up with just our land and 3 1-1s. I mean, maybe that's good enough since we have Jetmir and we're still... Yeah, I guess we got to play to our outs here. Oh, I don't have enough. I need another land. 1, 2, 3. Oh, no, I do have enough. Why is Arena highlighting those weird? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay. Arena just had me seeing something. Seeing ghosts here. That was just weird. I mean, it's also possible the opponent doesn't... I mean, yeah, you're going to exile something, right? Can't imagine they're not going to exile. That would be silly. So we're either losing our land or the Voice of the Blessed here. Yeah, exactly. We knew that. That wasn't a surprise. They could +1 to block the Voice of the Blessed and take the rest, which is actually reasonable. Nope, but they just want to get rid of it. So that's fair. I don't hate it. Okay. So now we're still kind of in the same situation. If we get the red lands, now Jetmir actually ends up being a real deal. They're going to bounce a token. Okay. That changes things a little bit. Because now Jetmir only can get us to being 3, 4, 5 and not 6, which is big. Yeah, we're going to see if we can get away with this first. And attack these over here. And then let Jetmir ride next turn. I think that's the game plan. I don't want to run Jetmir out yet because we could be behind a sweeper or something, a meat hook, Doomscar, whatever. All right. Now if they don't have something next turn, that's just ball game. Elspeth is not going to be good enough. Unless they have something that gets rid of a rabble rousing. No, definitely not that. So now, it's just, do they have a kill card for our Jetmir? And they just made a body. Yeah, we weren't going to block that. They don't know it, but we weren't going to block that anyway. All right. Let's hope they don't have, I guess that would be like Infernal Grasp. Actually, it's not true. It could be, whatever, the thing that gives white creatures -4/-4. That would suck. But I feel like if they had that last turn, they would have killed the Fleetfoot. So they would have had to just draw it, right? But this is going to have Jetmir be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, yeah. Jetmir would just be lethal. Because the Fleetfoot's going to do 7, 14. Each of the bottom ones will do... Oh, Trellisera. We have a bonus Trellisera that doesn't really matter here. All right. See if it goes off. Looks like it does. All right. We're attacking you, opponent. Here come all the bodies. That's 9. Actually, no. 5 of those are new. So that's 16. Yeah, that's going to be way more than enough. Cool. Oh, man. We're going to have to mulligan this one. All right, we'll keep this. This is a bit more exciting. I think we got to get rid of Rabble Rousing. Unfortunately, it's a bit too expensive here. We actually need another green so we can cast this as well. Ugh, we're going to be in a big life gain fight here. That's going to be gross if that is the case. I mean, I guess we'll have a land for that. Or treasure for that, I mean. Oh, boy. All right. Well, can we just outgain the opponent? That's what we're about to find out. I think next turn we're just going to play treasure into Trellisera. That's fine. We take 3. No concerns there. Ooh. Okay. All right. I see you, deck. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Not gonna lie, it was very tempting to consider what we can do with Iganjo, but it's also a little bit silly. So let's do this. Ooh, I don't... is that going to be good? I don't think that's going to be good enough for us here. Wow, back to back, huh? Yeah, not what we're looking for. All right. This is an ugly race, but the benefit is we do actually have Innkeeper, which does... Oh, they didn't do anything on that turn. Oh. Oh, well now, do we try? Do we try to get away with Jetmir? Ooh. If we just attack, maybe they try to block. What does this cost? It costs 5 to get a thing back. Turn a target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. You gain life equal to its toughness. This will be back to being a 3/3. Maybe it's still worth it, though. I think it's worth it to try. Like, force them to do it. Oh, they're not even going to block. Okay, fair. Good job, opponent. Way to not bite. Jetmir's Garden. Do not want. Another Jenny Faye. Do not want. Let's play this on white. Okay, let's see what we can find. Oh, our Trellisera is dead, ain't it? Yep, portable hole. Got us. Ah, well. Not a lot we can do about it. All right, that's going to be a 5/5. Coming to get us. Man, if only I would have known we were going to get to a situation where we could actually use that rabble rousing, huh? Can we use all this? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, we'll be shorts. But, yeah, let's do it. Get this going again. Ooh, Galagreeters. Yes, we want a Galagreeters? Actually, do we? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, I guess we just go for this now. Like, just say F it. If you got it, opponent. Let's go. Like, I'm just going to make you have it. If Jetmir don't make it, Jetmir don't make it. Like, it's just all it is. Trellisera and team are just going to have to go. I mean, Jetmir's dead, right? Like, okay, that makes sense. I was going to say, if Jetmir ain't dead, I was about to be shocked. Oh, but we get to turn this into a body. Yeah, we don't even have to get the other thing. Yeah, this is fine. So we get a 9/9 Trellisera. Oh, 8/8. Yeah, I'm down. Like, let's go. Ooh, we do like that. We do like that. Is that good enough, though? I think I'm looking for a finisher. Let's get greedy. If we're going to do it, let's just go for all the greed. Oh, that's not so bad. Nah, we're going greed. Like I said, we're going to be greedy. We're going to be greedy. Let's just be greedy, you know? I mean, you gotta block her, dude. If you don't have a removal, whatever. You're blocking the 10. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this has got to be it. If they have a sweeper here, this is gross. Because then I'm going to get punished for not even just keeping the damn Beseiju to even get a creature back. No, that's not true, though. We could also just draw a land and attack with our... Oh, they had it! Oh, no! How gross. All right, well, let's start rebuilding a board. Wow, they were actually playing Farewell. What were the odds? That is just sicko. I mean, if we can get an untapped land, it's just 2 attacks with the Cave of the Frost Dragon, so it's not the end of the world. I mean, still okay, I guess. Yep, you gain life. That becomes a 3/3. 4/4, actually, I guess. All right, well, we know that's going to get to attack at least once. Or gain life at least once. All right, opponent's back to 5. Man, where's a rabble rousing at any point during this? Actually, rabble rousing, I'm getting kind of punished for putting that on the bottom of the library, believe it or not, in that mulligan. Because that would have ended the game a couple times over. This deck's wild from the opponent. But we're at 25 life, so we're not going to sweat this too much, really. Like, they do get a chance to gain life and whatnot, but, you know, what are we going to do? All right, we just take it. No blocks. Jetmir's not going to get us there. All right, we have a bunch of 2/2s. Sadly, they get to destroy stuff here. Or do they? I don't know. Maybe that's a Doomscar because they're playing other sweepers. Who the hell knows? Let's find out. If not, and we get a red land, we get away with the Jetmir. I mean, I would dig that. Opponent goes to some amount of life if they have another Angel or Cleric here. Oh, all right. So they go to 8. Actually, yeah, 8. And then they're going to kill one of our creatures, right? If we get an untapped red land, can we win is the question. Because we would only have Vigilance and +1. So that would not do it. We would force them to block with a Reaper. That was not the card I thought they would have sitting over there, by the way. All right, so they're at 9. Just trying to think like what we're hoping to draw here. Opponents, I get why they're hesitant to attack here. I don't blame them. That's a real thing. They could have attacked us first and then killed something, but I guess they didn't know what they wanted to attack with yet. All right, do we have any real out here? All right, we just take 5. Because even if we get to play Jetmir, that's not going to be enough. I mean, we can now. But even if we attack with both of these, they block with this. Maybe. I assume you block with that. But does that really help our situation? No, it really doesn't. Ugh, that's tough. And then we just lose both of our creatures. Yeah, that's no good. It's no good. No attacks. It's just GG's. We're dead here. Yeah, we're dead. Alright, opponent goes first. I guess we keep this. I'm like, what else are we really going to do with this thing? I don't know. Let's keep it. The only question here is if we think it's worth it to Cabaret Courtyard to get an extra planes now. Which I feel like it might be. Ooh. Alright, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's get a planes now. We do get to gain a life back. We play Innkeeper. Next turn, we try to Voice of the Blessed. If it dies, it dies. If it doesn't, we have a 3/3. It's all fine. And then we get to have Galagreeters into Jennifer. Even if Innkeeper dies, I'm probably still just going to play Voice of the Blessed as a 2/2 next turn. Oh, actually, yeah, that would still be fine. That would be fine. We would still get to do what we need to do. Though, this is kind of like the other game we had earlier, where, you know, playing a Fleetfoot Dancer could also be the correct answer. Let's see what the opponent wants to do here, though. They didn't have a land, so that's something to note. Let's try to conserve that treasure for a second. Oh, actually, we're not going to be able to play Jennifer and Galagreeters. Yeah, that's fine. We actually won't have the mana for that. Because we use that and that, and then we have white. I guess we'd have white, red, green. Alright. I guess we could. Never mind. I wasn't thinking accurately. Let's go with... Yeah, if that's the case, then let's roll with it. So we have white, red, green, blah, blah, blah. Alright, just making sure. Wanted to double check my maths. Really, my sequencing more than anything else. Alright, so we get to do this. Get to make a deuter. So we make a treasure, turn that treasure into probably a cat, since it's a bigger toughness. And then we'll go ahead and put a +1/+1 on this thing, so it's a bigger blocker. And then that's it. Then next turn we get to play a Fleetfoot Dancer and try to really do some stuff here. Yeah, I was going to say, even if they kill Jennifer, we're not super upset here. Yep, that's going to do it. Y'all, I'm going to... I hope I'm able to edit the noise down a little bit, because I think I got a little loud on the microphone, at least on 2 of those wins. This deck, beyond fun. Beyond fun. Like... The only thing I would say, and this is going to sound, maybe it's just greedy because of the way the deck played, I actually wanted another Rabble Rousing in the deck. So, like, maybe we just play a 61st card and there's 3 Rabble Rousing. Like, I don't know. Like, that's the only thing. Maybe, I don't know, maybe we can cut a Trellisera, play. I think in the downloaded list, we're just going to play 61 and have a 3rd Rabble Rousing. But this was a lot of fun. The other thing I liked about this deck, too, is even when the opponents had sweepers, I wasn't, like, totally worried about it. It was kind of like, all right, you get a sweeper, great. We're just going to make more bodies. You know, we're going to try to come after you with some more creatures, maybe a creature land. And it kind of worked out okay. Now, of course, things like Meathook Massacre could have been a problem or whatever. But again, I think that's why I want more Rabble Rousings, because it allows us to kind of pull out of that hole a little bit easier. So, I don't know, especially if you get something like a Fleetfoot Dancer afterwards, because you get to attack and make a body. And now you're already like 2 creatures up to kind of start that cycle again. So, I don't know. But this... I hope you all enjoyed watching those games. Let me know in the comments, because this was a super, super fun pile of cards. Now for today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about Rian, Angel of Rebirth. And I think this was like, wasn't this like the buy a box card or something for M20? The weird part is, this card's only like 50 cents. which is peculiar because one, if I remember correctly, and it was, then there's not all that many of these out there in the world. And then two, it's actually pretty good. It gives all other multicolor creatures +1, and then when those creatures die, they go back to your hand, and this creature itself flies, and it's a 5/4, so like, should be good, but I don't know. For some reason, I'm considering just picking up a couple and just putting them into my commander deck because I can already afford it mana-wise, so it seems worth it. But this feels like one of the more underpriced cards I've come across, really. Maybe I'm just overthinking it, but for 50 cents, seems like a solid deal going in my commander deck. Now, if you like today's deck, there's a good chance you are an aggro player, really like this stuff. So I'm going to link another aggro deck that you're probably going to have a blast with. But that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.